Hello and welcome to my channel. On this channel I'll talk about anything related to self-betterment, minimalism, but also I share my personal journey of moving abroad because for the past 10 years I've been living in Sweden, where I moved again more than 10 years ago. And in today's video I'd like to talk about 5 tips on how you can learn the target language for free. And it's obviously very essential to learn the target language of the country you want to move to. And it's grand to learn as much as possible before moving to the target country, so that your sort of first experiences may be as positive as possible. You know, we sort of learn and take in the target culture of the target country through the language. It's the medium that allows us to understand and take in and process and so sort of hopefully enjoy the new country at a much deeper level, right? Also, I'd like to mention one thing that I always publish my videos after the first take. I don't edit them, and I glance at my notes from time to time. So, just so you know, that's the way I want this channel to be like, at least at the very beginning. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this approach. Right, let's jump right into the topic of today's video. So the first thing is to have a growth mindset while learning the language, or anything for that matter. What it means to have a growth mindset as opposed to fixed mindset. Any time you sort of struggle or fail, you feel like, oh, I'm not going anywhere with, in this case, language. Don't give up. The attitude you've got towards learning has profound importance on how your brain reacts to the whole process and new knowledge and so on. Absorbs it much more if you're aware that this is a journey, this is a process. Rome was not built in a day, and the same goes for learning a foreign language. Again, depending on how the target language differs from your mother tongue, it can be quite challenging. But it's important to enjoy the ride and also understand that, baby steps is still progress, right? So this is the growth mindset, that failure is okay. I'm not there just yet, but I am moving towards learning the language, towards accomplishing my task. So this is the growth mindset that, don't let the failure demotivate you. It's quite the opposite. Failures are good. This is the way we learn as human beings. So growth mindset essential in learning language, or anything for that matter. Very important, as opposed to fixed mindset that, oh, I can't do it, it's impossible, it's too difficult. Then the brain sort of closes. Very important. Number 1, growth mindset. Number 2, surround yourself with language, but also aspects of the target culture. For example, music, or listen to the music from the culture of the target country, or watch films, or again, any aspect of the culture can be good if you're into maybe making food, so you can sort of find recipes in the target language and kind of try to do some cooking while so then you're sort of killing the two birds with one stone, cooking some new recipes from the target language country and learning the language at the same time. And what I mean by surrounding yourself with language, I myself used sticky notes, and I named everything in the house or in the flat, in the room. So you're exposed to this. Is at the very beginning very nice approach to you learn willy-nilly, because you see those words everywhere. But you can even change in the settings of your phone to the language on your phone to the target language. For example, this is also surrounding yourself with a language. Maybe try to find a friend that's make a friend or an acquaintance in your home country before moving that speaks the language, and make friends with that person as well, so that you can even have a partner to practice speaking with. Right, so this is number 2. Surround yourself with the language and ideally even the culture, and try to see positives, be interested in the culture, because cultural aspects are almost as important as the language itself, you know, but people don't often sort of focus on that aspect, okay? It's very important. Number 3, right, what is it? It's journaling, and you might be, depending on what your sort of what your personality is like, you might be very not so introspective, so maybe you don't have the need to express yourself and so on. But journaling doesn't have to be about feelings. You can just summarize your day, and or maybe plan, write a few sentences about the upcoming day, again with the using the target language as much as possible. I mean, just sorry. And I you know, when I moved here and before moving here, I used Google Translate, but there's plenty of, you know, AI tools like DeepL. By the way, I will be putting into the description of this video some links direct to the apps or other programs that I will be recommending in this video. So DeepL is definitely brilliant, but Google Translate is good as well. And what is important when journaling is that you're translating and using the language that is sort of relevant to you. Then the memorization of the language itself, new items, is much improved, because again, if the language is relevant to your reality, to you, then your brain is more likely to sort of see it as important and therefore learn it much quicker. And again, by journaling every day, you probably will sort of repeat a lot of phrases, you know, because our days don't differ significantly from, you know, each other. So you're likely to be sort of exposed to similar phrases and therefore learn them quite quickly. So journaling is brilliant, and not too much, you know, so you don't want to overwhelm yourself. A few sentences is enough. Right, aspect number 4 that we should for free help you out with learning the target language. It's YouTube channels and also other sort of apps that will allow you to learn the language, like Duolingo, very well known. If you haven't heard about it, again, I will be putting the link to it in the description below. And other apps that might be sort of like language exchange sites and apps and so on. So there's plenty, definitely, YouTube channels that are devoted to sort of teaching your language for free. So definitely use this as an invaluable resource for learning a language. Right, number 5. It's while learning a new language, it's important to bear in mind a concept called spaced repetition. By the way, I'm an English teacher by profession, so I sort of know what I'm talking about. So what is meant by that is that, you know, if you find time to learn the language just once a week, and you think, okay, I can learn in 5 hours once a week, it's not as effective as learning every day for 30 minutes, for example, or even 20 minutes. Right, so this is what spaced repetition is all about, sort of spacing in time your learning sessions, so that the memorization and the learning itself takes place and is sort of well established then in your mind. And another thing is that sort of it goes back to the growth mindset, that try to sort of, again, your personality might be in the way of it, but try to sort of not be disheartened if you make a lot of mistakes, if it's difficult, if your pronunciation really is off. Don't worry about it at the very beginning. Risk taking is also a factor that is important in sort of learning the language, and also tolerance, a concept called tolerance of ambiguity. So again, if certain phrases that you're used to expressing in your mother tongue are expressed completely differently in the target language, you might find it hard to sort of understand why it's so. It's a different way in my language. No, it's just the way the languages are. So take it as it is. Try not to allow it to sort of be in your way of learning the target language. Right, those are those 5 aspects that I think for free will allow you to hopefully learn the language before moving to the target country. And oh, by the way, tell me in the comments below what country you're moving to or want to move to, also what language you're learning. It would be great for me to read it. And also comment if you would like to get some more tips on learning a language and so on. Right, and don't forget to like this video if you liked it. Consider subscribing if you think that this sort of content is to your liking. And again, comment if you'd like to. And thank you so much for your time. And well, hopefully I'll talk to you soon. And yeah, that's it for today. Bye.